Why does selling and marketing often feel like an uphill struggle? I believe it's because people are often trying to persuade people to simply buy what they're selling. And that's tough to convince someone that they really need something that they don't even know about. Trying to sell coaching or consulting can be especially hard when the people you're pitching at haven't even began to consider those services. My name is Simon Batchelor, and in this video I want to show you how flipping your perspective 180 degrees will make your marketing feel a lot easier. So how do you flip your perspective? Instead of trying to find people for what you're selling, try making and selling what your people are interested in and asking for. In other words, don't start with what you're selling. It's a lot harder when you start with what you want people to buy, especially when you're not clear on who you'd expect to buy it or why they'd buy it. Most people's plan is to create what they want to sell and then hope that they can find enough people to be interested in buying it. The difficulty is that starting with that what you want to sell is so tempting. You can get deep into the detail and crafting that finished product that you're really happy with. This is completely natural because you want to offer a perfect product, but who is it perfect for, them or you? Instead, start with the who and the why. Getting clear on exactly who you want to work with as a coach or a consultant is a much better starting point. Think about who is your ideal client. How much do you know about them? If you don't understand who they are, your marketing and your product is unlikely to appeal to them. The temptation when thinking about who your people are is to pick a very high-level job title or a really broad group of people as your target audience and then move on quickly to working out what it is you can sell them. The problems start when you realise that you don't really know who it is that you want to buy your product or where to find them. And this is why working out your who is really important, and that's why it makes your marketing so much easier. Potential clients want to know who you work with, what you work with them on, and why they can trust you. And all of these need to align in their minds before they can say yes to working with you. Your marketing has to answer all three of their questions. Now, the two that take the most work are the who and the why. Answer these two, and then the what is actually not as hard as it might be to figure out. To get started, answer these questions through your marketing content. And in doing so, you'll start to build an engaged audience. Because when you talk about who you work with and why these people can trust you, these people will then ask you if you can help them do just that. People who are your ideal client will start to ask you to work with them without you needing to sell at all. What they ask you to help them with is what you can then develop into a product and an offer to share with others. Now, this rarely happens quickly, but it will build over time if you show up consistently and share generously. For example, after I've been posting this kind of content on LinkedIn for a few months, people started to message me and say, "Simon, I like your content. Do you work with people one-to-one?" They asked me to help them get clear on their who, their what and their why. So I started offering one-to-one sessions without having to sell any sessions at all. Now, you might be sat there thinking, this all sounds good, Simon, but I need to make some money now. Now, I understand the need to generate some early sales. I'm not suggesting that you don't offer anything to people, rather that you're flexible at first in what you offer and how you deliver it. Experiment with different formats, pricing structures and delivery methods, constantly refining your concept and your product through the conversations with your audience. When you get clearer on what people want to buy, you'll be able to hone your offer and you can make sure that it aligns with what people are asking for. So start by building your audience and then let them tell you what they're looking for. To build an audience, you can use a mailing list, a podcast, LinkedIn, YouTube channel to share your ideas, get people curious and thinking. You can then invite them to ask you questions and start that conversation. As your audience grows and the conversations deepen, you'll be able to refine what you're offering so it aligns more closely with what they really want. The goal is a combination of ideal client for you and ideal product for them. If you want to learn more about this way of doing marketing, I share some Monday marketing motivation with my subscribers. You can become a subscriber at simonbatchelor.co.uk. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.